a teacher, the teacher of teachers. He changed the world for the better and made us better creatures. Oh Allah, we've shamed ourselves, we've strayed from our...
The word jihad is mentioned in the Quran about 41 times. The words mercy, peace and compassion are mentioned about 355 times. Yes, come in. Come on in, Riaz. Sit down, please. Contrary to popular belief in most Western cultures, Islam is a religion that preaches peace and tolerance. Yes, Patricia.
If Islam truly is a religion that preaches peace, then how come the world's most troubled spots, the West Bank, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq, they're all plagued with Islamic terrorism?
Well, that depends on your definition of terrorism. Some might argue that the US invasions of countries like Iraq and Afghanistan are also acts of terrorism.
No, those were acts of war to get rid of despotic regimes.
Or a means of getting at a country's oil.
Conspiracy theories.
Well,
Yeah?
yes, please. Go ahead, Riaz.
Mr. Khan is right. I mean, if we're talking about terrorists, the world's biggest terrorists are the white superpowers.
Come on now.
No, really, stop and think about it.
Explain 9/11.
Okay. Do you know how many people died in the Twin Towers strike?
Around 3,000.
And do you have any idea how many people died in the bombing of Afghanistan? Take a wild guess. More than 15,000 people died. And that's just conservative figures. About 50,000 tons of explosives were dropped on innocent civilians. Men, women, children.
Yeah, but that was because of the Taliban.
Now that you brought it up, did you know that the Taliban was a creation of the CIA to fight the Russians?
Whatever. They were still harboring terrorists.
Yeah, right. Terrorists that were never found. Just like the weapons of mass destruction that were never found in Iraq. Do you want to get into the death toll in Iraq? 500,000 civilians and counting. And what do Britain and America say when they don't find these weapons? It's simple. They just say sorry. And still refuse to relinquish control of these countries.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that just because you're American, wear a fancy suit, and call yourself the president, doesn't make you any less of a terrorist. I'm saying that if you don't stop meddling in other people's countries, you will face a backlash.
If Muslims like you feel that way, then why don't you get out of our country?
We will. As soon as you promise to leave ours.
The hood-wearing, bat-wielding would-be robber on this surveillance tape. What did he say to you?
The guy come over here and take the baseball bat and say, "Give me money, give me money."
Sohail reached under the counter for a 9mm rifle.
Were you scared?
Not really. You know why? Because he have a baseball bat. He have a baseball bat. He's scared with me.
You had a gun.
I have a gun, of course.
The gun was not loaded, but the robber didn't know that. So he did what anyone would do when you bring a bat to a gunfight. He began begging.
I have no money. I have no food. I have no job.
Did he start crying in front of you?
Starting crying. He's a big man, and he's starting crying. I have no money, anything. And then after that, I feel bad for the person.
Sohail felt so bad for him, he did something that stunned everyone. He gave this man a gift, $40 and a loaf of bread, as long as that man promised to never rob again.
He said, "Oh, thank you very much. You are very nice. You are very gentle. You are very kind. Thank you very much. I want to be a Muslim just like you." I said, "What?"
Because this story wasn't unusual enough already, Sohail then began to recite a Muslim prayer with his would-be attacker before going to get him some milk. When he returned, the man was gone. He did take the bat. Left behind, the convenience store owner who's made headlines by fighting crime with compassion.
We once had a teacher, the teacher of teachers. He changed the world for the better and made us better creatures. Oh Allah, we've shamed ourselves, we've strayed from Al-Mu'allim. Surely